Mornings on 2. Our time is 6:43. Washington State Governor Jay Inslee is bringing his presidential campaign to the Bay Area today. It's part of a 4-day swing through California. Now, he entered the race 2 months ago. Since then, he's been traveling across the country, showing his ideas and explaining them for the country. Governor Jay Inslee joining us live here on Mornings on 2. And Governor, first of all, thank you. It's good to meet you.
I appreciate it. It's a beautiful morning to be here.
It is a great morning to be here, and it's a great morning to hear your ideas. But first, I've got to ask you, there was breaking news this morning. A new candidate for president jumped into the race, Colorado Senator Mike Bennett. What's your immediate reaction to hearing that?
Oh, well, listen, I welcome everybody to the race. So far, there's 19 potential vice presidents with some talent. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
But this doesn't change the fundamental vision that I'm offering to the nation, which is that we have to make defeating climate change the #1 job of the United States. It has to be the paramount duty of the next president. And I believe I'm uniquely equipped, both by vision and experience, having been the only governor who's really had success in defeating climate change and building a clean energy economy. And I've been at this for over a decade and a half, having co-authored a book and worked with Jerry Brown to form the U.S. Climate Alliance. And that vision statement, I think, will remain no matter who's in the race, and I believe will be unparalleled, both because of the urgency of this matter. I was at Paradise, California, that was burned to the ground, and Seminole Springs. California and Washington both understand the urgency of this matter, but we also understand the economic potential. I've been meeting high-tech entrepreneurs in the Valley yesterday who are building electric cars and software and batteries that can actually defeat climate change. So my vision will remain the same no matter who's in it, and I think I've got an unparalleled bank of experience to make sure we get this job done.
Well, a lot of people like you. Does that mean something to you? And what exactly does that mean to you, but people like you and they like the idea of talking about climate change?
Well, I think people are going to respond more to our national crisis that we have more than anybody's personality, frankly. And we need to understand the depth of this. Look, it's not just California. It's the floods in the Midwest. It's towns that I visited that have been destroyed by unprecedented floods. It's Miami that is now being flooded because of seawater rise. And look, this is not just a single issue. This is all the issues. It's an economy where we've had $1 billion of loss and your utilities going bankrupt because of the fires. It is a health issue. I met a couple in New Hampshire whose daughter missed 2 years in college because she got Lyme disease because ticks are spreading north with changes in temperature. It is a national security issue that our Pentagon and our intelligence forces now recognize this is a national security threat because droughts worldwide are going to drive mass migrations, which cause political instability and warfare. We already have climate refugees today from Guatemala in our southern border. So this is not a single issue, it is all the issues. And I think we need this is a can-do country, and I think we need a can-do president. I've been a can-do governor. I'm signing some bills that are unprecedented Tuesday in our state of the strongest building code efficiencies in the United States, the strongest 100% electricity grid, so we can guarantee my citizens they can have 100% clean energy. I've got a record of experience and accomplishment, and I think we may have less need for speeches and more need for action when it comes to defeating climate change.
Well, let me briefly switch gears. Everyone's talking about the whole question of possible impeaching President Trump. What's your thoughts? What should Democrats do? What should anyone do on that issue?
Well, the first off was we should insist on protecting democracy, and that starts for calling for the resignation of the Attorney General right now. Look, we need an Attorney General who protect democracy, not act as a legal valet for the President of the United States. He should be working for us, not just protecting the President of the United States. Second, we have to have a very vigorous investigation by Congress. I don't think impeachment should be removed as an alternative at the conclusion of that investigation, and we should have a rational, thorough, comprehensive investigation of the danger that this president has posed. Now, I am very confident in our ability to stand up to Donald Trump because my state has sued him 21 times and won 21 times. So we're 21-0, almost as good as the Warriors record against Donald Trump. So we know how to defeat him, but we need Congress to be aggressive in this regard.
Two more quick questions. Speaking of Donald Trump, you know that he is a knuckle fighter, a hard fighter. If you were up against him, how would you handle a Donald Trump? One-on-one debate and otherwise.
Well, you know, he likes to have nicknames for people, but the only thing he's going to call me is Mr. President, and I feel very good about that. I've already had a confrontation with him at the White House. I'm one of the few people I've ever known to stand up to him face to face. You know, I went there a year ago when his answer to the school shootings was to give first grade teachers Glocks, which was ridiculous. And I looked him in the eye and I told him that, and we had a rather forceful confrontation, and I told him at the end, you need to stop tweeting so much and listen to educators. And he just crossed his arm and stuck out his lip and got this little pout that my 3-year-olds used to have. They've got over it now. He never has. So I feel very good in that personal ability to stand up on my own, and I look forward to being on the stage with him.
Before you go, I have to ask you, the Democrats will be holding debates for who's going to be there. Do you think you'll qualify to be there? And if you don't qualify, will you leave the race?
Well, yeah, we've already qualified, but we're still building, and so people can help make sure we get 65,000 donors. They can go to jinslee.com. And this is very important because we want to make sure climate change is a central focus of the Democratic primary. And my candidacy is requiring it to be a central focus. So if folks want it to be on the debate stage, they can go to jinslee.com right now and send in anything from $1 on up to make sure I get that 65,000 people to be on the stage. We cannot allow climate change to be an ignored issue yet again. It only got 4 minutes of debate in the last 3 presidential election cycles. My candidacy offers a vision of confronting what is an existential threat to the United States. And if it's not job one, it won't get done. And I'm the only candidate saying it should be and has to be job one for the United States. And I'm confident our ability to get this done, because we're getting it done in the state of Washington, where I'm signing bills Tuesday to actually advance the cause. So I'm very excited about it.
Well, we will be watching. All right, we know you now. Washington State Governor Jay Inslee,
thanks for having me.
Running for president for the Democratic nomination. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Mornings on
Look
Tuesday.
forward to seeing you again.
We